what was
in those
needed.
beats though, because that's what I'm saying. It wasn't just like it's something different because it's new,
Mm-hmm.
but it got an older feel. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, so you want to hear something funny about that is that when I was just telling who was it? I believe I was just telling Deuce this, Flowboy Deuce,
mm-hmm.
an artist that I'm working
Well,
with.
you can get into that too.
I was telling him like I was a fan of T-Pain. And
Mm.
so yeah, so if you listen to like Buy You a Drink and all of that, I was a big fan of that wave. So I
Yeah.
kind of like took that kind of snap and emulated it and brought an East Coast bounce with it,
Mm-hmm.
and still Southern and keeping it Southern. And I think A Boogie had the he had that kind of Southern twang too, because he was staying in Florida for a while, I believe,
Mm-hmm.
or something like that. So I believe that kind of complemented each other. So
It
that's
do.
why, yeah.
Cause that shit out of state too. People could,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? They could chill with it. They could
Hmm.
bump it, and it's
Most,
not out of their range either.
yeah, most definitely. So that's always a plus,
And
man.
now that you say that though, I do. Not that it sounds just like it, but I
Hmm.
could hear
Nah,
because we
yeah,
around the same
yeah.
generation. So you know what I'm
Nah,
saying?
bro,
Like
you gotta,
people slept on our generation with that. Like even
yeah,
that T Pain
bro.
wave, man. Like
Yeah,
yo, them beats was
bro.
fire.
Thank you, bro. You gotta realize every song sound like something or got a little emulation. When I started making beats, um, I was just making beats like from my head, like and then my cousin, was like he came through. He's like, "Yo, these beats are hot, but they whack. Like they what you mean they whack, but they hot? Like, you know what I'm saying?" But he was
Yeah.
like, they sound good to you, but like you gotta make beats that somebody will want to rap on or sing on or tell a story. And he like started listening to the radio, and
Mm.
that's when I had started listening to the radio um, for a different thing. Before I would listen to radio and music, now I listen to radio. Let me hear how these beats are sounding.
Mm.
Like, what are you talking about? That's so different. I'm like, okay, got to break down here. This is 12 bars, or this is 16 bars. Oh, he rapping on a little flute. And so I started emulating and using the drums I heard. Like, well, these drums, so this nigga want to rap on. So that's how I got my style, using drums and sounds. And then just putting your own mix together, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You come up with your own thing. So that's how I've been doing my style,
How
man.
what made you start making beats? Like how'd you get into that?
But that was the first thing I done. I've been making beats since I was a kid, and I always knew that I wanted to be in the background.
Mm.
I knew that I didn't want to be the rapper because I just don't want that be on that stage or whatever. I always knew like I want to make the music behind. You know what I'm saying? And always it was wonder to me like, yo, how come like whoever made this beat, like nobody don't know what's like who he
Yeah.
is or whatever, whatever. And like somebody said, nah, they do get some. They call producers, and I'm like, oh yeah, I think I want to do that. That was a weird way of coming into it. Like, how can nobody don't know what the guy like? I want to do
No,
that,
no, no,
right?
no, no. You know what?
But that's
That's
what I
actually the
want.
best way because you ask
Mm-hmm.
the question. They say like is only dumb when you don't ask the question. You
Mm-hmm.
ask the question and look where it got you. You're
Yeah.
asking more questions.
Yeah. Exactly.
Now you tapping in.
Yep. Yep. So that's how that happened. I was like, oh, okay, so
What you first started
producers
making
was
music on?
cool.
Like what you first started?
So what I started first making music on was a program called Reason. As
I
far
heard a
as the
reason.
beats, Reason 4.0. And that's what I started making beats on. And I used to cut school, like how he's talking off camera previous. And we used to record on Mixcraft and Audacity because we ain't had no bread, yeah. The audacity we had to record on Mixcraft.
Yeah.
Nah, but we ain't had no bread, bro. We just had a dollar in the dream. So I used to cut school, maybe some reason with my boy Latik Tron, and we used to record in Mixcraft. But soon as I got older and more experienced, I started using FL Studio. Then I
Mm.
started recording back in Pro Tools. That's when I had started to get the money to afford it. And that's now I'm using Pro Tools and Fruity Loops. You know what I'm saying? But I actually started messing with the MPC, messing with
Oh shit! I
my
got an
boy
NPC too.
Chase. Yeah,
What you
yeah.
got? Which one you got? Live?
So I don't
Live?
have it. My boy Chase, his name is Chase on drums. He a professional drummer. He brought his MPC over. He like, yo, cause he just started making beats. He like the MPC. I'm like, all right. I started messing with. I think it's the dang, I forget which one it is, but it's the one that it's all in MPC.
That might be the one.
The joint right there. It might be one like
Wait, is
that.
it rectangle or square?
It's a It's like a rectangle, and the screen is rectangular.
That might be the.
And he goes and he do it all in there. Like he just put the speakers in.
Yeah, that might be the live. Nah, you should get one. I think you'll kill that
that's
shit.
crazy. You say that 'cause that's what I started on, but my pops had it on, but I couldn't afford it. I live with my mom, so I can go back to the Bronx and like, oh, but yeah, we got it together eventually, right?